Okay, so hi to all and welcome to English class. I hope that your day has been going well and you're looking forward to learning some more English to continuing our class. Before we continue into learning about what we were doing from last lesson, I would like to welcome a new student. We have Yaneth, I hope I'm saying it right. Yaneth, who is with us today, she's new. So I'd like to say welcome to Yaneth and also ask you if you could introduce yourself, tell us about yourself, where have you come from, how long have you been in Australia, what are your plans to study, to work, like what are your plans, what are your hobbies, anything that you would like to say about yourself. Okay, so
I am from Colombia. My city is Monterrey. Living one month in Netherlands. Working in restaurant.
Yeah.
Which restaurant? Which restaurant? Which restaurant? Polly and Coy. This is Polly and Coy. Ah, okay. Yes. Polly. Yeah. Yes. By Laila, beautiful. Living in boyfriends. In Laila. Yes.
Is Yaneth.
Janet.
Yanet. Okay, Yanet from Colombia. And yes, her passion is cooking and she's working with that. So that's really good. It's really good when you work with what your passion is. And hi to Gustavo, who's online with us today. Hey, Gustavo. Yes, so really quickly, everyone, would you like to introduce yourself? Just your name and where you're from, not much more because we don't have time. So starting with Adriano, please.
Hi, my name is Juanita. I'm from Colombia.
My name is Brian. I come from my city, Bogotá.
Hello, my name
So we have a big Colombian family here. Team Colombia. We need more Brazilians, Ecuador, and Peru. Ecuador, Taiwan. Yes. So you need to bring your friends because Colombian, it's a big Colombian family here. So that's good. And we have Gustavo. Gustavo is also from Colombia. Yeah. Okay, so welcome to the class. So what we usually do is we use the book, but as well, if you have Facebook, go to Facebook and follow my page. The reason is because we do lots of writing on this page. So if you have Facebook? So exactly, yes. So come in, say hi. There's a welcome post here. So you can just press it, press the post. It will take you straight there. You can see everyone else and I will correct your English. So you can see I always respond. So that's your opportunity. Anything that you write in here, I will correct your English, and respond to you. So it's a very good, and it's a good opportunity for you guys to speak to each other as well, or, you know, comment to each other, because I will correct the English there as well. So come in, follow my page, like it, and then come say hi. You can put a little comment here, and we do lots of writing. So when we have a writing, I'll put a post, and we do it here. So it's a lot easier for me to fix the English here. So make sure you follow. It's Mindset English. Okay, but let's get into our book, which is where we do a lot of our grammar. We do a lot of our exercises from here. So what are we doing? Global objects. So remember how I talked about, we're talking about possessions, which means things that we own, or objects. So now we're looking at global possessions, and we're going to read an article. So I'll read first, and you can read after me to practice your pronunciation. Okay, so global objects. So you can repeat after me, global objects. Okay, the Mini was a British car until 2000.
Yeah.
Now BMW, a German company, is the producer of the Mini. But the car factory for the Mini is still in Oxford, England. There are 2,500 parts in the Mini, and they are from many different countries in Europe and North America. So what nationality is a car from a German company with international parts and from a factory in Britain? It's a global product. The bonnet. This is from a factory in the Netherlands, but the company is Austrian. Roof. Part of the roof is from England, but the company is Spanish. Mirrors. These are from a factory in Germany, but the headquarters is in Canada. Front and back bumper. These are from Britain, but the company is Canadian. Seats. Johnson Controls is an American company. They make the car seats in a factory in Britain. Engine. The Mini has got two different engines. There's a petrol engine and a diesel engine. The petrol engine is English and the diesel engine is Austrian. Windows. The glass in the windows is from a company in France, but a factory in Belgium makes the windows. Wheels. The wheels aren't from one company. They are from two. There are different parts, and Italian and German companies produce them. Okay, so just some vocab. Factory is like the place where they make all these objects, and headquarters is like the main place, the main office, the main business where they do their business. So the headquarters. Okay, so we read about that. Interesting. It's a Mini. It used to be an English car. Now it is owned by BMW. And these were around from a very, very long time ago. These Mini. Does anyone own a Mini? Does anyone have a Mini? Do you have a Mini? No? Yeah?
In Brazil,
Yeah, I know. I think here, I don't know, maybe same. Oh, not much? No, I don't know. How much is a Mini? Mini, let's say a new one, new 2003 price. So hopefully it's in Australian dollars. So they are, yeah, like 40 to 65,000. Which is how much Australian dollars? Like more. Yeah. So wow, if you already said how much Brazilian, yeah. So very expensive. Okay, so that's the Mini. And hi to Valeria and Victor. So we just read about the global objects, the article. So now we're gonna look at some questions. Let's choose the correct answer. Germany, Britain, and many different countries. So which country is BMW from?
German.
Germany. Yeah, it's a German company. So number 1A. Where are the parts for a Mini? Many different countries. So 2C. Well, the United Kingdom is made up of many countries like England, Scotland, Wales, and Ireland. So the UK is like all of these countries. So Britain is England. So the same, like a British person is from the country England. Yeah, yeah, British. Well, it's a nationality, British. But Britain is England. Yeah, yeah. Britain. So where is the factory for the Mini? Yeah, Britain, 3C. Yep. So 1A, 2C, 3B. Okay, we're gonna read again. I'm gonna let you read the article again. So I'll give you about 5 minutes and then you're gonna answer number 3. So what you're doing is you're looking at seeing A, you put an A next to these sentences, 1 to 8. A means that, yes, this sentence is true and you saw it in the article. B, this sentence is false because you did not see this information in the article. And put a C next to these numbers if the sentence is, we don't know because it didn't really tell us in the article. Doesn't mean that it's false or true. It's just we don't have the information in the article. So I'll give you 5 minutes. Read the article again, Global Objects, about the Mini, and read these sentences and ask yourself, is this sentence true? Put an A. Is this sentence false? Put a B. Or you don't know because the information is not in the article. Put a C. Okay, so 5 minutes to reread the article. Hey, Atala.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so let's have a look. So the questions were, in the past, the Mini was a British car. Is that true, false, or we don't know because the article didn't tell us?
A.
A, it's true. Yep, so A. We know that. It told us that in the article. Okay, some parts are from Asia. Is that true, false? False. No, it didn't. It didn't say any countries, China, Japan. It didn't say any of those Asian countries. The Mini is a global product. Yes, true. True. A, because it has products from around the world. Global just means around the world. The Mini is famous in Brazil.
C.
Yeah, even though you said it's true, but we don't have that information in the article. So C, we don't know because the article didn't tell us. So we don't want to use what we know from another place. We just need to know from this article. We don't know. The engines are from 2 different countries. Yeah, true. A.
True.
The seats are made in America. False. No, because the seats are made in Britain, not in America. The windows are from a factory in France. False. No, they're from a factory in Belgium. So false. And there is also a Mini with an electric engine. False. No. Because it tells us the engine is either petrol or diesel, not electric. So false. It's not true. It's not true information. Yeah.
Is part of factory but is in the text is from a company in France, and there is from is mixed.
Yeah, the glass window is from a factory in France. So the windows are from a factory in France. Actually, yeah, the glass window is from a company in France. The windows are from a factory in France. That could be true, yeah, but a factory in Belgium makes them. Yeah, okay, so number 7, we can say that's true. So I'll go for true. So good. It's a little bit confusing because the factory is in France, but the factory in Belgium makes it. But it said from, so yeah, because the window is from a factory in France. So number 7 was actually true. Okay, good. So I hope you understood, objects. Again, these were global objects from around the world. We looked at a car as an example, and it showed us, I hope you learned some vocab, the mirrors, the roof, the bonnet, seats, windows, wheels, engine, bumper. Let's look at countries and nationalities. So we have nationalities and country, which are 2 different things. So if I'm from Australia, I'm Australian. So I need to say it that way. If you are from Brazil, you are Brazilian. If you are from Colombia, you are Colombian. So we need to be able to know the difference between what's a country and what's a nationality. Usually, nationalities will have an ISH after them, an N, an AN, an IAN, like Australian, an ESE, like Japanese, Chinese, or just there's very strange ones that are just different. So German, you see that ends with an N, Austrian, Canadian, Italian, Spanish, that's the CH, or Spaniard, they're also called Spaniard. Spaniard, yeah. It's another word for Spanish. He's a Spaniard. Englishman. We have Englishman. Englishman is for someone from England. Yeah, German, Austrian, Canadian, Italian. French was the CH. Frenchman or French. So that's some nationalities. And yeah, Portuguese, Japanese, Chinese, that's the ESC. Dutch. So that's just examples. The countries like Netherlands, Holland, Belgium, England, France, Brazil, they're just some examples. So our book tells us that, yeah, just some rules, how you can tell. Let's have a look. We're going to you're going to see if you could know the nationality. So there's no audio. You just have to complete the table. So if the country is Britain, they are British, or they're an Englishman. If someone is from Germany, they are German. If someone is from Austria, they are Austrian. If someone is Dutch, where are they from? They're from the Netherlands or Holland. I mean, that's the country that has two different names. I don't know the history why, but if someone is from Canada, they're Canadian. This one, Canadian. If someone is from Italy, they are Italian. If someone is Belgium, they are from Belgium. If someone is English, they are from England. If someone is from Spain, they are Spanish, yep, or the Spaniard. If someone is French, they are from France. France, this one, yep. If someone is Brazilian, they are from Brazil. So you could tell that when I speak about the country, I say from. So I'm from Australia. And then to say your nationality, you just use the verb to be. I am Australian. So you need to know the way how you say it. So the country you're from, you can ask someone, where are you from? And the nationality is to ask someone's nationality, you say, what's your nationality? So you have to use that word. So for country, you can say, where are you from? Where is your homeland? Where is your country? Like, where are you from? It's just very common to ask someone, where are you from? Because you want to know the country. But about the nationality, what is your nationality? Because sometimes you can have people who are in Brazil, maybe they are, they live in Brazil, but you know that they're not born there. So you want to say, oh, well, what's your nationality? And they'll say, oh, well, I'm Colombian. So maybe they're coming to visit Brazil. So you want to know, well, what's your nationality? Or, what's your country? So that's how we ask people, where are they from? Or what's their nationality? So we want to listen to a little audio. It's going to show us where we need to push our voice. And we're going to underline it. So that means that we're just going to put a line under. So for example, Britain. So Brit, I must make that very strong in my voice where I need to push it. So Britain, Brit-ish, Brit and Brit-ish. So let's listen to some countries and then just put a line. Where do you hear that it's pronounced very strong? Okay, so underline the words for number 6. Number
Track 24, Unit 2C. 1. Britain. British. 2. Germany. German. 3. Austria. Austrian. 4. Holland. Dutch. 5. Canada. Canadian. 6. Italy. Italian. 7. Belgium. Belgian. 8. England. English. 9. Spain. Spanish.
good business.
10. France. French. 11. Brazil. Brazilian.
Okay, so we had, it was pretty much all in the beginning. I didn't find any stress after. Maybe England, the land, England, the lish, the English, the Spanish. Maybe we could push that, span, but mostly in the beginning. It's really hard. I would, generally, I would push the beginning of the country or the nationality. So really Germany, German, Austria, Austrian, Poland, Dutch, Canada, Canadian, Italy, Italian, Belgium, Belgian, England, English, Spain, Spanish, France, French, Brazil, Brazilian. So just push really the sound of the beginning. Now we have continents. So continents are the piece of the land on the world. And we know that we've got, I think it's 7 or 5 continents. There's Europe, then there's the Americas, which include both the North and the South. And then you have Asia, Australia, Africa, and Antarctica. 6. Are they separate? Well, not continent, not like yeah, North and South and Central. Yeah, but as a continent, I think they just divide it by North. Let me just have a quick look. So, because remember we're talking about pieces of land, not countries. Europe, Asia, Africa, North and South America. Yeah, they just divide it by North and South. But I do know there's Central America. But as a continent, it's just a region, like an area of land. So Asia, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, Australia, Africa. I think that's Australia, Antarctica, Africa. Yeah, so there's 6. So it's just a region. I'll just show you on a map. It's just how they divided the world into regions. So that's probably a good picture. So you can see North America, so South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, Antarctica. Okay, so that's what they call continents. They're just like how they space the world out. So that's one. Okay, so these are continents. So the North and South, yeah, they just divided it into the two. Antarctica on the bottom. Australia is its own continent, and it's the only country which is a continent and country. Australia. Okay, so that's very interesting to know our continents as well, not just country and nationalities, but continents. And I think there's 6 sometimes. It's more. Okay, I'll leave that here. Okay, so that's continents. So really interesting. Okay, so let's talk about which 2 continents are in the article. Africa, Asia, Europe, the Middle East, or the Americas? The Americas? Which 2 continents are in the article? Europe, for one, because we know it's talking about Netherlands, it's talking about British, England, France. North America. I might say North America because Canada. Did it say America? And Canadian. The seats, yes, American, yeah. So I might say North America and Europe, because we could see lots of Europe. There's Spain, England, Netherlands, Austria, Belgium, German, Italian. So the 2 continents of the article are, so for question 6 was Europe and North America. And name 2 countries from each region and continent in the box. So if we have Africa, what 2 countries can we think of in Africa? Has anyone been to Africa? No, South Africa.
Kenya.
And
Kenya.
Kenya. Yes, Kenya. Yep. Kenya, Sudan, Zimbabwe.
Egypt.
Nigeria. Yep. Can you think of any more countries in Africa? Yeah. Okay, so we just want 2, so we just can say South Africa because that's very common. I don't know, and Kenya. How about from Asia? Taiwan, we'll do Taiwan. Where
Japan.
Shirley's from, and
Japan.
Japan.
Yeah.
From Europe, France,
Portugal.
Portugal. Now that's my next place to visit. I want to visit Portugal. Yes, Portugal and France. How about the Middle East? Israel, Turkey. Nice. Turkey. Yeah. So Turkey, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Lebanon, Israel,
Qatar.
Iran. Iran.
Qatar.
Pardon?
Qatar.
No, I can't hear. What did you say? Qatar?
Yeah.
The Americas, North and South. America, or actually, sorry, USA, Canada. If we go for the north, Canada and USA. Mexico.
Mexico.
I think they put it with the north. And Salvador. Okay, south. Colombia, Brazil,
Chile.
Ecuador, Chile, Argentina. Good. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to do a speaking thing, but I'm going to change it. So don't look at the instruction in your book. So what we're going to do, so hi, Min. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. So, Min, we just finished reading page 27. So we did 26 and 27 that you just missed. Okay, so what are we going to do? A little bit different to this exercise. Don't look at this exercise. You're going to go into group and you're going to pick an object and you're going to present it to the class. So you're going to pick objects like maybe something ancient. You know, maybe you want to pick like an old ancient object and tell us about it. Maybe it's something to your country that's very ancient, you know, some statue. You could tell us about the statue of David or the one in Brazil. Whatever you want to tell us about. It could be a new object. Like a laptop or the new iPhone 50. Yeah, that's an object. Yeah. Or something very ancient and old. I don't know. So you can pick. So make sure it's an object. It's something that, you know, you have to tell us the history about it. What did they use it for? What did people use it for? Why was it important? Which time? So you got to give us a lot of details, as much as you can. The history of it, it's always good to start with the history. So when you present, you'd say, hi, our group is, remember now we know how to introduce ourselves. I'm Laila, and this is Adriana, and this is Clayton. And we are going to tell you about whatever object. I'm just going to pick one, the old telephone, you know. And then I'm going to give the history. Well, this was invented by blah, 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 in the year whatever. And the reason they made it was because whatever. What's happened now? Maybe the old television. I don't know. Or the grandfather clock. You know? The grandfather clock. Or this, you know? They call it the grandfather clock. Yeah. I wish I had one. I like the sound of it. I like every hour it makes a noise. Maybe the barrels for the wine. I mean, I don't know. You can pick any object, but make it not a very common object, something that we're all going to be like, oh, wow, that's interesting. Okay, so let's go in groups and then we're going to present it. So remember, you're going to come up and present it. Now you can write it in Facebook first. I'll make a post in a moment. Put it up there, what you're going to say, and know who's going to say what. Keep the English very simple. So remember, when we do presentation, we want to speak very simple. It's very casual. Like, hey guys, hope you're all well. Today we're going to tell you about this. So keep the English very simple. And don't speak like it's from the website, like Wikipedia or whatever, because then it's very difficult to understand. Because when you speak a second language, you should always stay on a simple level, easy, clear voice, loud voice, just so that you could be heard. It's better to be understood first than to speak very advanced English, because there's no point in using big words if we can't understand you. So keep it fun, you know, keep it interesting, what you want to tell us about. Give us as much details and have fun. Like pick whatever object you find is really interesting to tell us about. Okay, so let's go into groups and we'll come back and present it. Now for those online, you can just write it. Okay, so remember we are talking about an object and we're going to present We're going to tell each other about an object that you guys found interesting and that you want to talk about. So the first team is Juanita, George, and Adriano, who are going to talk about the pacemaker. Okay, so everyone, let's listen and enjoy.
Hi everyone, I am Juanita and this is George. And this is the best people of the class, Adrian. The best people of the class, Adrian. Today we will talk to you about the pacemaker.
It was made in Colombia in 1960. Is no George Radius. Yeah.
The pavemaker is a small device. It is near the paper. Operating with the connection in the art. Yeah, no art.
Yeah.
There with the but I can detect the one that bed beating very slowly, very slowly. And one card is a strong, yeah, strong to me. It will send a signal to the heart, which make it a bit at the right pace. This is used when a patient have a cardiac arrest. We say the same, the lips, right, right. The device is very modern. The help is on devices the best in the patients for the attack that cardiac arrest. Yes.
Thank you for sharing.
Especially interesting. They place it in the heart. So it's really good how it just detects when the heart is not beating at a good pace. Okay, so who would like to go next? So whose team would like to go next? Jonathan? Jonathan, yes. What was your object? The Renault car, I think. Was it the car?
No, this was.
The car, I think, yes. Okay, so we have the Renault car and Oscar, Jonathan and Jeanette are going to tell us about this amazing object. Okay, so let's listen, everyone.
Hi guys, thank you for coming. Jonathan, and this is Oscar and Jan. We are going to talk today about the car Renault. Originally, Renault was manufactured in France, and the company started their production line in Colombia in the year 1969.
Latin America.
Currently, the assembly plant is in Medellin City, where the factory has known for their excellent sauce and quality good products. In fact, in 1974, the Renault Ford was listed on the best in the world.
Colombia,
That's a lot for Colombia. So there you go. Colombia has the production factory where they make the Renault cars. I didn't know that. Okay, who would like to go next? Whose team? Yeah. Okay, so Santiago, what was it called? The middle of the world. So these are amazing because you guys are picking things from your country, from Latin America. Okay, so we have another object. This object is called the middle of the world, and Santiago, Clayton, and George are going to tell us about it. So everyone, we need to be quiet so that they can hear as well. Okay, so
Hello guys, our group is made of Clayton, Santiago, and myself, Ryan. Today we are going to talk about the monument called the Mirror of the World.
This monument is made exactly on the equatorial line that separates the north and the south hemispheres. Northern and the southern hemisphere. It was built in 1981 and is made of in the site stone. It was built to observe the separation. Yeah. It was to observe the separation of the two hemispheres.
One characteristic that is really interesting is that is transparent. There you can see how the water rotates in different directions. On the equatorial line, the water falls directly in the middle. You can see this happening inside the monument.
Another amazing monument. Wow. Right on the equatorial line, in the middle of the center of the earth. So that's where this ornament is. And in Ecuador. So thank you for sharing something that's from your country. Have you been there, Santiago? Did you come here? Did you see it? Oh, you did? You visited it? And Anna, did you visit this place? So Anna? No, did you visit? Oh, no? Okay. Only in pictures. Okay, cool. So next team, Shirley, Julian, we have, what was your object? What was your object? Yes. The ancient, or the first camera in the world. Okay, so Shirley's team is going to tell us, so Shirley, Italo, Julian, and Anna are going to talk about the first camera in the world that was ever made. Okay, guys, we need to be a little bit quiet because I can't hear them to help them with their English. Okay, so let's...
We're talking about the camera. We are going to talk about the camera. This is the world's first camera created by James and our header is originated from the Arab and dates back to the 9th century in the year 935. The camera is like a dark chamber used as a principal to take a photo of people would aim to say how wonderful.
When inside, they would cover the so was
Over time, the digital cameras we have today use the same idea as just content camera. Bigger shot. Amazing. Peter Parker, which camera? Yes.
Camera. Amazing. That's how you took a photo. You had to stand inside this big wooden box. Amazing. Okay, is that everyone's group? I think Silvio. Did everybody finish? No. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so we have one more group. Victor is not online, but I'll read you Victor's. So Victor wrote about, so I'll do Victor's one. He says, the object I would like to talk about is the GPS. So I'll just show you an image, the GPS. Do we all know what the GPS is? Do you remember when it was actually something you put in your car, you buy it separate, and now we have Google GPS. So this is called the GPS, Global Positioning System, maybe. Okay, so he says it was made in the 70s, in the 1970s, by Ivan Getting and Bradford Parkinson, who are from North America. The GPS is an electronic system that gives coordinates. It gives location points in real time. It is used for both civil and military navigation. So normal civil, like in the city, you know, in your normal civilian area where people are, and military for war. The military use it in wars. It was a priority at the time of its invention and is still. So he's saying it was very important when they made it at the time, and until today, it is still a fundamental and important tool in everyday life, especially in the lives of migrants. This is, yes, exactly. When you go to a new place, I mean, yeah, I use it, yeah, all the time, even here in Adelaide, in my own city. So that's what Victor wrote for us. Okay, so we have one more by Lewis's team. Okay, so we have another presentation about the world's first bicycle in the world. And we have Lewis, Silvio, and Jimena who are going to tell us about this object. So the bicycle, the world's first bicycle. Okay, so everyone, listen and watch.
Yes, tonight we talk about the bicycle. The bike was this bike was created in Germany by a guy named Broncar. He made 200 years ago on June 14 and 1817 in the Grand Duchy of Dine. The bike was almost entry in Paris. Power from wood and had an adjustable from wood.
What?
Mel they were also. Simples was the ETS Tangram is my expect of speak what is known only uso de budget materiais lead steel alumínio com alumínio carbono híbrido and titanium. I would to make a bikes I saw homes today around the world and it is in right. Is China that it's good from as they reach capital of the world.
Thank you very much.
So very interesting. Sylvia was telling us that the bike was first made of wood. Now they don't use wood; they use other materials to make the bike. And China, I didn't know that. Did you know that China is the world's the bike capital of the world? I didn't know that. Lots of Chinese ride the bike. Yeah. Maybe I guess because they have such a huge population that they can't drive cars. So it's very common, mostly in China around the world. They are known as the bicycle capital of the world. Yeah, very interesting. So thank you guys for telling us about these objects. So you've told us about the objects. We've learned how to present and introduce each other and say what we're going to talk about. And we gave lots of details about these objects. And yeah, that was really good. So again, these were objects or possessions. So we're talking about nouns. And yes, next lesson, we are going to be at the shop. So we're going to be learning about prices and currency. When we buy something, what currency is it in for what country, and how to talk about the money. And how to have conversations, expressions when we want to buy something. What do we say? So we'll do that next time. So we'll start with 2D tomorrow. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Yeah, we're a little bit early today, but we finished. So we'll see you all tomorrow. And I think, Victor, you've already left. So see you guys tomorrow, next lesson.